Hey all brothers and sisters, my name is Captain Meatshield and welcome back to Kingdoms and Castles. I'm not entirely sure what to do with today's episode. Oh, apparently somebody has died of old age. That's a shame. Yeah, things over this side have come together rather nicely. I'm thinking I might be done with this side of the kingdom for now. I think it's developed really nicely, and yeah, I don't know if I feel there's a need to continue doing stuff over this side. I am thinking of maybe... One thought I have had is bringing some piers out to kind of bridge this gap so that we can put towers and walls along it, so that if Vikings do come along in this little gap, it will be well defended. Oh, harvest's coming. Good. How are we doing on food? We are getting a little bit of a gain from the following year, which is alright. I suppose the next step of things is going to be clearing stuff out on this side so that we can start pushing up this end of the island. However, things are going to be interesting when it comes down to feeding everybody. Dealing with the kind of food side of things is going to be a bit of a push. I think I did read somewhere in maybe a kind of build guide that bakeries do tend to put out more food than they actually use. So for the amount of wheat that they take in, I think it's for every one bit of grain or wheat or whatever they consume, they produce 4 bread. So it's like a 400% increase on the amount of food via the bakeries. So that could be a thing to look into. Maybe just putting some more bakeries around would help with our food supplies and, you know, keep people a little happier in life. Which I think we can all agree is going to be a fantastic thing. We're doing alright on money as well. I don't feel the need to drop the tax rate. I'm quite happy with the happiness at about 75. That's pretty good at the moment. I do think, however, what I could do is if I want to put farming along here, or any kind of food production, then what I could do with that would be to irrigate any barren land. Possibly, maybe. Or I could build some of this out as a bit more of a housing and resident and industrial district, and then any fertile land that's around we'll put farms and orchards onto, because it seems like we've got quite a lot of very fertile land, and if we irrigate that as well, that's just going to improve the bonus, because these are on some very fertile land, I think. It's a bit hard to tell. Mostly because once the irrigation, the reservoir goes down, it distorts the colour of all of the tiles that it's influencing. But let's see what we can do. I think first I'm going to shut down the rest of these foresters, because we're going to be clearing a lot of trees. We want to make sure that we can store them. So foresters, do pack it in for the time being. And I'm going to order a massive deforestation order on all of this. So give me a second while I clear some wood. That's a nice big row of axes, isn't it? Alright, let's speed up some time so we can get this done a little bit quicker. But all of this is going. I haven't quite got everything that I want to go for, but I thought I'd get a decent amount started before speeding time up, so that people can just get on with things while I issue more orders. And the angle is off, like, camera angle's often, like, a bit finicky when it comes down to helping me select things. We've got a dragon incoming. Let's see what we're dealing with. Yeah, big red dragon. And we've got a little orangey one. Oh god. At least you didn't do any damage. That's good. And you look like you're barely going to get inside the walls. Yep, there we go. Don't land on my treasury. Oh, fucker. What do you guys want? Peasants are starving, quarries are overstocked. Good day. Great. Oh, wow. Bloody hell, guys. You did an awesome job on that. We got so much land. So much ground to work with. So yeah, I think I'll reserve a good chunk of this for some more housing. I might bring a wall out along this side. If I bring a wall out along here, bring it around like this, then once it starts getting to around here, I'll cordon things off again, and we'll start using this as farmland. And then possibly coming all the way up through here to whatever may be in this section of the island. I think that's a pretty good idea. So I'm going to call this here. Call that the edge. Just put the basic foundations of a wall in. I may end up putting a gate in somewhere along here. But for now, I just want to get some foundations in place so I know what sort of space I'm working with. Mr. Merchant, what would you like? Do you have anything that you might want to buy? Ooh, you'd like to buy some weapons. That's lovely, isn't it? And you have some tools as well. Stone? You're interested in stone? Stone's good. That's all grand. And yeah, we're really doing well on money, so I am going to drop the tax rate down. Trending happiness up towards 87. So what I might do is I might put a Noria somewhere along here and hook it up to a reservoir so we can irrigate the land that is around this side. I'll finish clearing all of this stuff out so I can maximize the amount of food places. Food places, yeah, that's what I mean. So I can maximize the amount of food production that I am getting out of this land. So I want to get as much down as possible. I think we're going to have some great potential for some new expansion, some new growth. I think first off we're going to make sure that we've got a couple of granaries here, because this is going to be quite the extensive food production area, so we're going to make sure that we've got granaries around. Actually, it would probably be better to get the things like the Noria and the reservoir in place first, because then we can build things around the irrigation side of things, as well as the roads, obviously. So let's get... we may as well just make stone roads of everything, I think. Bring some stone roads out this way. And we'll do this to the rest of the roads that are in here, just so they can get the people moving a little bit quicker. Ooh, yeah, that's some really nice land. Perfect spot for doing some farming. Oh yeah, I like that. So let's plop a Noria in. Say... just put it there, I guess. If I put a reservoir just right next to it, how does that work? It's alright. It would be better, however, if I would have put it here. So that covers everything from this corner over. I think that'll work. Reservoir there. And then we'll bring over some aqueducts. I think a large granary can go in here. And we could maybe put some orchards in here. That's too far away from the roads, so that's fine. We'll just put a little bit of a stone road along here. Just to come and meet up with the Noria as well. And once the reservoir is in and producing, or providing irrigation, we can dump one here as well. Another merchant is here. What would you like, sir? Would you like some weapons? Bet you would. Arms dealer of the Seven Seas, that's me. And I'll sell you that as well. Great. Thank you very much. You're keeping my my coffers nice and full. Oh, come on, people, finish building this stuff. It's taking an awfully long time. I've got a load of idle peasants as well. You should all be busy working. I think this spot here, I'll have this as a gate. Just because I like me some gates, they look nice. It gives me an excuse to build big towers. I like the big towers. There we go, we got some more food production. In the means of another little batch of farms and 4 more orchards. And not to mention we've got a nice big granary for storing all of this stuff. Ooh, I like it. I'm gonna just paste in some standard roads. These are going to be subject to change as I develop this this little section of the kingdom. But it's just there so that people can move around a little bit quicker, and yeah, it is what it is. But it's nice to be making a start on building stuff out this way. We're making our final steps towards conquering this entire land, and I like that. Food is definitely on the rise, which is just glorious. So now I need to figure out what I want to do with this little area. I think I can afford to feed people now, so I might make this corner, like along this wall, will be like some more industrial type stuff. So we'll probably have a blacksmith. I'll put stockpiles in first. Just some small ones, I think. And yeah, this can start being a road coming around this way. How am I for charcoal? Charcoal makers, I'm starting to get a negative result, so we could probably do with a couple more of those, or even just reactivating some of the ones that are over here, because I've got a few that aren't in use. We'll pop a blacksmith down here. Yeah, sorry, we'll put a couple of charcoal makers in. And oh, we've got a dragon sighting. Where are you, mate? It don't matter, you're dead. Wow. Is it just you this time? I forgot I was on maximum speed. Dial things down just a little bit so that we can kind of get our bearings while we're doing things. Now, what I want to make sure that I do is putting like a bit of a buffer between the blacksmith and any housing. Like any of these structures, I want to have like any housing has got to be like this far away at the very least, just because it's going to be unpleasant for them. They're not going to like it. Maybe a hospital could go in the corner. Yeah, why not? And I suppose we could get a church. I could sit right in the middle. Maybe. Thoughts. Definitely wells, though. Need those. Need to remember to put wells down. Lest I forget them. Market, I suppose, could go in here. Right, the church has got a pretty good range on it. Ooh, merchant has arrived. So I'll put a church there, along with a little library, I think. And that's probably going to want to be further down this end, so it catches all of the housing. Alright, Mr. Merchant. Oh, right, you're starting to come to my other port. That's lovely, isn't it? I don't have much here to sell you, actually, so let's just give you that. We'll give you what stone I have, what wood I have. Not 20, I want to sell you 50. Anything you're going to pay good prices on, I think. Yeah, that'll do. Thank you very much. I suppose we could put a tavern here. Or, no, I'm going to put a tavern right there. That works for me. Now let's start putting some housing down. Yeah, the library can sit in here, which is a good spot for it. And we'll get another manor in there. Maybe a town square. That could be a good thing to have. Everybody likes a good festival every now and then, don't they? So yeah, why not? And then one more cottage, I think. And then I think these roads can just come down this way. And I'll be quite content with that. Ooh, the Vikings are going to be arriving soon, so what I'm thinking... Sir Reginald, you're still down that way. Where's Andrea? There he is. Andrea, sorry. Recruit? Excellent. Your army is growing by the minute, sir. You should come down here so that you can defend this undefended land. Here he is. Oh, look at that. Look at that squad. Squad goals. I'm hoping that just building new houses will improve my kind of tax issue without having to raise taxes. I think that's probably the best way of dealing with things. Is instead of raising the taxes, just build more houses, get more people in to pay the taxes. You know, I think it's kind of how people treat things like their Patreon. It's like, you know, oh yeah, lots of little payments, better than you know, a few large payments. Although with all that mess from last year, I think it was it last year with all that mess? And it was like Patreon's attitude seemed to be, oh yeah, we don't want any of the small payments anymore, we just want people paying through the nose. Yeah, that is improving things a little bit. It's not quite enough to keep us afloat, so the tax rate is going to have to go up a little bit just for the time being. Just to get us back in the black. Again, I think I'm getting those terms correct. But that's pretty damn good. I think... I'm trying to figure out what to do with this corner. I'm thinking maybe a baker? In here somewhere? What I might do is I might just bring this road out along here. Like so. We'd put something else in there, I guess. Maybe another cottage. I think that works for me. Could I maybe go and build another statue of Queen Barbara? She's got a lot of influence. A great influence over the people. And I also want to build the Lord Levi one. Apparently he grows, like, trees grow around that statue, so I'm thinking of maybe putting him, like, in amongst these trees as, like, an ancient statue. There we go. Statue of Lord Levi. He's got, like, a deer with him as well, which is rather cool. Oh god, fire's claimed a manor. Right, hold up. I've got to figure out where that was. Because... nothing gave... oh, right there. Alright, rebuild that. Why were people not going to put fires out? Honestly. What are you people doing? Or did it get struck by lightning or something? Everything here is low fire risk. It shouldn't have burnt. I suppose if people didn't get to it in time to put a fire out, then it would have just gone down, wouldn't it? Ah, the Vikings have arrived. Oh, okay. You kind of threw yourselves right in it, didn't you? Well, you've got your catapults with you, though, so... yeah, this could hurt. Well, shit, stuff's already on fire. But back off, alright? Back off of the walls. You guys put out that fire. Ah, shit. There's one boat down. Oh, you buggers! You took out an entire tower! Absolute shits. This is one problem if I wanted to do the whole kind of like build a pier and just put towers along everything. I mean, we're holding out pretty well. We're not doing a bad job of this. We don't seem to have burnt anything, which is good. Like, nothing, you know, kind of long-term. They haven't done any kind of serious damage as far as, like, destroying any housing or anything. Just a lot of superficial damage and destroying defences. Hello, sir. What can I do for you? Oh, wow. You pay 3 for these things? That's great, isn't it? That's very, very nice. You're not interested in anything else, though, so that'll do. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Right. Mason's going to be getting to work, I guess. Let us rebuild all of this, then. That was my archer tower, and I can't rebuild that, apparently. Didn't affect the happiness, though. So that counted as a moderately successful defense, I think. So I'll take that. I'll take that for what it's worth. So, Andrea, your services were not required, but thank you for being on standby. Bolstering the defences around this side as well, I think, is going to be necessary. Let's get some more housing in so we can get some more people. Ah, Lord Levi! What a statue! I like it. I really like it being nestled in amongst all of the foresters' huts as well. I think that's very appropriate. Okay, final line of defense is going in. Towers preemptively being built as well. With the exception of this stretch, because I haven't put the spacing in on them yet. There's also like an extra gap along here, so what I'm probably going to do is maybe a tavern in... Alright, I'm just going to lay out the roads for this sort of stuff, so we're going to go in like that. Then every... I'll have, say, a gap of... Let's put some roads in, a road in there. And we'll do one in the middle there as well. And then we can put housing, bakeries, all that sort of stuff in. And it should all just fit in around everything else really rather nicely. So we'll put, say, a tavern there. A couple of manors. So I think the way I plan to sort this out, it means that any houses that are in these little blocks, they're always going to have neighbours. Which is just what we need. This one can have a well. Actually, no, I'm going to put the well there. And then we'll put one in here. That should keep things covered nicely. Going to have a hovel. And we'll put a bakery in this one. Oh, we're now actually running out of wood. Okay, you guys get back to work. There's been an awful lot of construction, so unsurprising that we are low on wood. I didn't quite expect this new little space to get filled out quite so quickly. I think I'm getting a little bit better at this. Kind of. Incoming dragon attack. Where are you? Oh, okay. Hello. You got any friends with you? You do. You've got a trailer behind you. Good night, sir. And your friend is not going to fare much better. He's already under attack. He hasn't even hit the land yet. Oh. Oh dear. He's going to die over the sea. Sploosh. Oh, wow. He's... No, he's sinking. Oh, brilliant. Oh, poor little sod. And we are now completely out of charcoal. Right, these guys need to open for work again. Is there anywhere else I could possibly cram some charcoal makers? I would say in here, but I'm unsure of that. Just because of the proximity to the housing. I don't want to upset the locals. I could maybe squeeze another one in there. Mr. Merchant, hello. What can I do for you? Ooh. Oh no, that's buying. Oh, it's selling. Yeah, I'll sell you 25 of those. And that's all you're getting, because that's all that's here. Thank you very much, goodbye. Finally get some towers, some actual, like, weapons along this wall. But, yeah, things are going rather nicely over here. Almost all of this has been built now. And it's just looking really good. I really do like this. This is a lovely little area. The only gripes these people have are that they're being taxed and they haven't got charcoal. That ain't bad. Right, the charcoal numbers are on the rise. Fantastic. Right, there seem to be complaints that there's been a bit of a food shortage lately. I'm going to upgrade these roads to stone, on the off chance that just being able to move faster might reduce some of that transport time for people that are bringing food around. I don't see any reason why roads in this area shouldn't all be stone. The only thing I'm not sure what to do with is this little corner here. What I might do is put a small granary in, and maybe another manor. Manor's probably complained that it won't have neighbours, but... So what I could do instead of doing that, be 2 cottages instead. So there they go, then they'll have neighbours. Which would be great. They'll be very happy about that. And I think everything else should be casting its influence over all of these houses. So the happiness should be pretty good. Right, and our collection is going rather well. Let's bump it down a notch. Wow, that really does drop, doesn't it? So tax rate of 1 gives me 527. A tax rate of 2... more than doubles. I think. So a tax rate of 2 is definitely necessary right now to keep us in the black. Oh, you sell special items. Beautiful tapestries. These will hang inside your keep to help decorate the place. Alright. I didn't realise you guys did that anymore. I didn't realise there were special items. It's not research, is it? But what do those actually provide? Do those actually do anything for my kingdom? I don't know. Right, advisors, what do you guys want? Everything's fine. Nothing to worry about. Okay, yeah, fine rugs cover the floors of your keep and beautiful tapestries hang from the walls. But what do they do? Other than make the place look nice, you know? Is it just meant for me to bask in my own opulence? I think that's probably what it is. Not sure how necessary I feel that is. There are no residents here yet. Some of these houses still aren't occupied. I think if I go to show happiness, yeah, they just show up as white, because they're unoccupied. Some of these are really in the green, which is great. Yeah, I don't quite know how to fix some of the happiness issues, and I'm hoping that people will just kind of move in as and when they kind of come along. It would be nice to see some of these buildings actually fill out. Oh, some of these are actually getting a bonus from the statue as well, because it's got an exceptionally long range. Oh, that's pretty cool. Maybe that'll improve the happiness over this way as well. Because these guys do not like the old blacksmith smell. And the charcoal makers. Yeah. I think I definitely learned some things for a potential, you know, for other playthroughs that I might do, be they on camera or off. I have started up a second save file, but I haven't done much with it. Just kind of try out some of the stuff that I have learned. But I think with this little area being completed, I'm going to consider that an episode. I'm really pleased with how quickly this has come along. I do think quickly, though. I will just put in some additional defences along here. I'll just put another ballista tower right in the middle, one on the end, and then we'll put some archer towers in along the rest of these. Yeah. Going overboard with the defences, but it's fine. I like it. So yeah, I think with that little area being completed, I'm going to wrap this episode up here and just say thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, check out the playlist on the channel for more Let's Plays or metal covers, and give this video a like or a comment just to leave your thoughts. And if you wish to join the ever-growing ranks of the Order of the Shield, subscribe on YouTube, chuck me a follow over on Twitch, or maybe even consider checking out my Patreon and becoming an officer within the ranks. But thank you again for watching this video, and I will catch you all very, very soon. This is Captain Meatshield, signing off. Right. Like it says, Elizabeth is busy. You can't pick the lock. Yeah, she's busy.